Okay guys, so this is actually Zootopia. It's a project I've been working on for some time. And essentially it's like a wrapper over paperclip with some added functionality, which allows you to orchestrate a bunch of agents in a sim-like world. And yeah, you can see it's basically allowing you to see your entire company as a bunch of rooms, a bunch of buildings, a bunch of floors within each building. You can add another floor here. And yeah, I think this spatial hierarchy is going to allow us to really understand how to work. And it's not just visual, I've also improved some of the delegation tasks. So let's see what happens if we give it a, let's just give the entire company a objective. So I'm going to say company objective, and let's make it do an entire product. So plan and pitch a new AI coding assistant called Runway. And let's tell it what we want to do. So we want to deliver market positioning, technical architecture, UX, a whole wireframe spec, brand identity, and a one-page pitch deck. So I'm going to just shoot this issue straight into the company, and we're going to see how the improved delegation is working, and I'm going to explain how this whole thing works. So it creates that issue, and you can see that if we go into paperclip, you'll see that we have this one issue happening now, and it's running on the Zootopia agent, which is essentially just the highest agent which is in the canvas. And the idea is that this should go ahead and start delegating this to all of the agents below in your chart. So I'm going to explain a bit about how each individual agent works. Yeah, so each agent, well, paperclip works on your local agents, right? So you have the Claude or Codex CLI installed, and it's just using those local agents as you want. Like for example here, this is just using a local Claude agent running in this space. So what we're doing is, you can see it's got the entire architecture here, but let's start to delegate, nice. So what's going on is paperclip runs these agents locally. So this is just invoking like a bunch of Claude code sessions within my local device. But what I wanted is I want the ability to kind of hire remote worker wherever we are. And so that's why for these base layer agents over here, we go in, I've given them animal models right now. But yeah, these base layer agents are actually running off web server, WebSocket connections. So these can really run anywhere in the world. Like these aren't running locally. And you can see when I want to hire an agent, I actually just have to give it a WebSocket URL. So I've given it this URL for now. This is a local URL, but the idea is I can run a virtual machine somewhere in the cloud, you know, and just give it this WebSocket URL. This is all it needs to interface with the given paperclip project. So let's just see these different buildings in work. You can see we have a task for the marketing building, and we also have a task for the engineering building. And let's see what the engineering building is up to. So within the engineering building, it's actually currently executing this task, and if I go into here, you can see it hasn't actually started anything yet. Probably do that, and okay, yeah. So you can see like this is going to delegate it further. So right now it's only gone 1 layer deep, but as these agents read their heartbeat and their agents.md, you'll see that they're going to start delegating it to lower and lower jobs, and you can see this propagation happen here. Okay, so this is not this issue as block because it's waiting for these to happen. So I'm just going to give it some time. Okay, cool. So now you can see it's delegated this down to there. I'm going to give it some time, and we should see these agents start to delegate the work all the way down to the lower agents. It's allocated it so well, right? Like this is exactly what we wanted paperclip to be all along. But paperclip in its stock form doesn't do this. So I'm gonna just let this run for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then let's see what we get by the end of this. We should have a not sure what this error is, but oh, right, okay, we'll fix that eventually, but nice.